Today we're going to show you how to install water transfer decal on, in this case this is a Briggs & Stratton 5 horsepower motor. Repainted it. It was originally a copper mini bike, or basically a copper Briggs motor. I got the water transfer from Mini Bike Paul. Basically got a complete set, including all the instructions on the motor. So I'm getting ready to complete my motor, and right now I'm just going to put the decals. It's pretty straightforward. Basically, just take one of the decals. Before you do anything, take a picture or look at where all these decals are at on your original motor. Take a picture of it, go to the internet, make sure you know where they're located. In this case, I already looked for it, and it pretty much goes right here. So it's pretty straightforward. All you got to do is dunk it in the water, just regular tap water, room temperature. Let it sit there for a couple seconds. Pull it out. Let it sit for a couple seconds until you start seeing it move, and then you just place it. I did a test run to make sure I was doing it right. So I've got this on my little box here, and it worked out pretty good. So I'm going to apply this one now, and this is, you just put it in there for 10 seconds, making sure that it's thoroughly wet. I have a sponge here just to soak up any of the excess water that it's going to have. It should be 10 seconds already, so I'll count another 10 seconds to 15 seconds, so that way it starts to loosen up. And the best way is just wet your hand, make sure everything's wet, and just try to slide it. If it's not sliding, it's not ready. You have to wait till it starts to slide. Nope, not yet. In this case, it might take a while just because it's a larger print. So let's test it. Yeah, I'm starting to see it move a little. So what I'll do now is I will set this up. So it should be around that area, and then basically just slide it. Start sliding it. Try to get to the general location. See, it's already moving. So just take this. Just take your time. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, just kind of, you can still move it. When it's still wet, you can still move it around, get it aligned the way you want it. Just make sure it's nice and lined up. Okay. Basically, just sponge some of the water out. And just kind of slide it from the center out. Take any bubbles out. Make sure it's something solid. You don't have to put too much pressure, you just kind of slide it across. So you notice it moves, so we can still move it. Always wet your fingers when you're handling it. There you go. Just let that set. I did one prior to this, the center portion. So now I'm going to just kind of make sure that it all looks correct and it lines up. And that's how you put Briggs & Stratton water transfer onto your motor.